here's what I'm prepared to do. I am prepared to launch an actual investigative piece on what's going on with washcloths and whether or not it is for the poors or for everybody. And I have a feeling we're going to get to the bottom of this.
So a while back, Tom Segura said that he was going to open up an investigation to see who uses washcloths the most, the poor or, rich people as well. And if you're wondering why did he launch this investigation, it's because like a month ago, maybe already, or 2 months ago, he received some backlash on Twitter saying, is this joke about washcloths, saying that the only people that use them are the blacks and the poor.
You're just anti
I'm not
leg
black.
washes.
I'm not going to fucking wash my legs and feet.
You think that's just a black people thing?
Clearly.
Well, and he's
the only one here who took the day off.
And that one, got on Twitter, and people on Twitter said that Tom was racist, and he shouldn't be saying that, and he's dirty because he's kind of self-snitching on himself because he didn't use a washcloth to exfoliate, so he's a dirty, fella. So Tom asked the guys from Are You Garbage if you use a washcloth? If you've never seen their show, Are You Garbage, Foley and Kevin Ryan, they talk to a bunch of comedians and ask them a bunch of questions about what they use, like what do you drink? What do you used to live at? Like, how was your school? How was your grades?
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash.
So these two guys have lived in the lower middle class and upper middle class, so they have their experience on what is trashy or what is classy.
Okay, here's the big one I got to ask you. So would you say that you both grew up middle class or lower middle class, like in that?
I was probably middle at baseline, middle, and then there was years of upper middle. I don't know what that line is, but like we had a nice house and cars and stuff like that.
And you?
Lower middle, and then at the late 90s, we started to go middle.
Okay,
I would say.
So now we're gonna find out if you use washcloths, are you garbage or are you classy?
Now,
on the bay.
Did you, when growing up, use a washcloth?
No, not really. No, there was one in the house.
Yeah,
I didn't really use
there was
it.
one
Did
in the
you
house.
use one in the?
Yeah, we had washcloths. Yeah,
yeah.
We had washcloths.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Okay.
this case is closed.
Yeah, we've been on this for years actually,
Sure.
but it just came back into the conversation.
zeitgeist,
The zeitgeist is that I'd never even heard or seen anybody be like, "Here's a washcloth for the shower." I'd never seen it until I was in college, and some of my poorer friends, I befriended them. They would go
Such
like
charity work.
Yeah, they were like, I like crash at their house, and they'd be giving me this little towel. I go, "What the fuck is this?"
Little
and they're like, "It's a
towel.
washcloth," and I was like, "For what?" And they're like, "For the shower," and I was like, "You can keep that."
Yeah.
And then so we've been talking about
What
it
were you
more.
using as a kid?
Just hands and soap. That's all.
Really?
I'd never even heard of this.
You can't scrub with that, though.
But here's the thing that I've been finding. I'm finding that there is a direct socioeconomic correlation.
For sure.
People who grew up middle class, lower middle class, almost always use them. Almost everybody that I've spoken to that grew up upper class, they're like, never used that. Never.
It's funny
heard of
because I just started getting back into them, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but now you're getting loofahs and shit.
No, I went through a loofah
Sandpaper.
stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like there is a degree on what are they using to scrub their body. So apparently washcloths, like actual, they're just basically like, sometimes they could be specialized little towels like that big, like long, and you can use it to scrub your body. There's like the loofahs, as he said, are the ones that are either the plant ones that are like, rough but like won't damage you, or the ones that are made out of like plastic and they're all like colorful, right? So those are different ways to kind of like wash yourself and exfoliate yourself. So what they're kind of saying is that if you use a washcloth, like a cloth, like a little towel basically, and you scrub yourself with it, you are garbage.
I mean, the little scrunchy balls, they're great.
Anyway,
when those things hit,
I suggest adding washcloth to the.
Did you use a washcloth?
Oh yes, and I feel like you're gonna find a direct correlation to
someone's upbringing.
Yes, with that, I think it's a big reveal.
Were you a washcloth family?
Fuck no.
No.
No. It's not. I don't know. Well, I mean, we were trash, but we weren't that bad. I feel like.
I thought that was nice.
No.
We said that bit. That's where the line is.
But you know why I think it's disgusting is the reusing element of the washcloth.
That's what I don't like.
We had one washcloth for the whole family. Dude, I mean, there was other ones.
It's already wet.
But that was just in the cycle of the towels.
Yeah.
And when the towels got washed, then the washcloth got washed.
Disgusting.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, people ask me, they're
like somebody started using my washcloth that I bought by myself, and then I was like, oh hell, I'm gonna buy a new one. Cause like somebody, I have my siblings, and everything. They're just like over there, or my dad or somebody else could just grab your shit, right? They just could grab it and they could use it for themselves, and they'll be like, "Oh, I thought it was for everybody." I was like, "Nah, just for me."
Like, well, what did you do? Like, did you guys share a bar of soap? I'm like, yeah, and I put it in my ass, and then my sister would put it on her face. I don't give a shit.
Self-cleansing, it's soap.
Yeah, it's soap.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do that.
What kind of soap were you using?
Irish Spring growing up. That's trash, right?
I'll still use it.
Are you looking down on washcloth people? Are you kidding me?
That's the trashiest one.
You got a lot of nerve.
It's the trashiest.
All right, guys, I'm about to end this here. I know there's still some people in my other past Tom Segura washcloth videos that are, I don't know if they're kidding. Like, you can't tell the sarcasm online, right? Like, if they're actually seriously hurt by the comedy, like they feel like they're being targeted. Like, as a person myself who has used one and now uses a better one, because like, honestly, the washcloths that are cloth and like kind of towel like texture, they're not gonna last as long as something that's kind of more like plasticky. I have this like little glove that I put on, and it exfoliates me like really well, and it takes off a lot of the dirt, so like guys, like don't feel targeted or be picked on. Come on, like kind of try to don't take it too seriously. These guys are just comedians. A lot of people love, hearing themselves get shit on. Like it's some of the things that you kind of don't even acknowledge sometimes, and they kind of like pick up, and you've never really noticed that. Oh shoot, maybe what we do like here, it is kind of like garbagey, kind of low class kind of thing, but it's fine. It's not really, it doesn't say much about who you are, using a washcloth or using anything to exfoliate yourself. You're being hygienic. It does, it works, but you have to know, and you do have to realize that it's, it's a cloth that it's going to stay out, or a loofah or whatever, and it's going to pick up smells and it's going to be gross after a while. So leaving things like that, yes, might turn bad. But also everybody kind of like, as Tom said, like they're using like one bar of soap and everybody's using around the house. We're all messed up in all sides here, rich and poor, quote unquote. All right, guys, I'll leave you guys here, and let me know what you guys thought. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Here's a washcloth for the shower. I'd never seen it until I was in college, and some of my poorer friends, I befriended them. They would go like
charity work.
They were like, I like crash at their house, and they'd be giving me this little towel. I go, what the fuck is this?